Hello and welcome to my driver career mode, everybody. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday afternoon. I know I am. Just enjoyed watching the race at sunny Silverstone today. Hope everyone enjoyed that race if you watched it or not. Spoiler alert, Max won. But is that really a spoiler alert though? Because, I mean, he wins it all every time. So not much of a spoiler alert for sure. But yeah, huge shout out to Lando though. P2, awesome result for him. McLaren, they look really good this weekend. So super stoked for Lando. He's my guy. So glad to see him up there in front of his home crowd. Someday, it's going to be on that top step though. Someday, and it's going to be amazing. So he might even get his first win this year. I mean, McLaren has been on the up and up this year, but then again, Max is just too good. So I don't think anyone, it's going to be tough. So, but we'll see. Anyways, here we are today. We are at the first race of the season for my career mode here. I did a settings stream yesterday, just kind of go through the settings. I wanted to do some commentary for that, but I just realized before I did my stream yesterday or I didn't just realize this, but I guess I forgot. I'm doing this on PS5, and on the PS5, there's only one USB port on the front of the console. Total design, flop there, I guess. So the PS4 had two, I believe. So I definitely didn't have this problem with my PS4 because I could literally plug my wheel in USB into my PS4 and then my USB headset, and we were fine, right? But yeah, PS5 only one USB on the front, so not sure why that is, but nonetheless, I found a workaround. I got two headsets. One's wireless USB and this other one's plugged right into the controller. So I got that sit on my floor, right, kind of like next to me here. So wired into my controller. So hopefully the sound quality is decent. I hardly ever use this headset, so yeah. But enough talk about that. Let's do a quick recap on the settings, I guess. Let me back out of the screen just to kind of walk through them a little bit. Assists, I really don't use any assists. I don't like the steering. I want to be steering myself. Braking assists, I want to do my braking on my own. Don't need ABS. Traction control, that would... I don't know. I mean, I really don't need that. Sometimes I'll run medium here and there. Definitely don't need full, but I'm going to try it off. Figure I'd just do it this way for this game anyway. And then racing line, I do corners only just because, man, I have the worst vision in the history of any person my age. My doctor even said so. My eye doctor even said so. So I can't see for whatever reason on my TV screen. It's hard for me to see the braking markers. So when I run this off, sometimes I can see them and then sometimes I can't. Especially when I'm in close racing, I can't see the corner of my eye. I can't judge the braking zone on wherever I mark my braking zone, which I don't have any problem doing that in real life, but for some reason when I'm looking at a TV screen, it's bad. So that's the only reason why I have this on, because it helps me, brake. Otherwise, I'm gonna run off every single corner, and it's nothing I can do about that. So nothing to do with skill, just my eyes suck. So terrible excuse, I know, but it is for me. So what else we got here? Manual gearbox. I like doing my own gear changes because I got a nice wheel setup here. So pit assist, I mean that's fine. I really don't care about pitting, being under control and pitting whatever. That's fine. So but ERS, DRS, that's all manual too. So next up we got difficulty. You know what, I'm going to bump this up a little bit. Usually in previous games, the last game I played was F1 21, and I mean I'm no esport expert, right? I'm not claiming to be anyone that's good. I mean, I've had a lot of experience playing these games over the years. I had F1 2012 is actually when I began. Not began, I should say. That's not true, because I did play the was it F1 2002 career mode. So like when I was a kid. So I definitely had experience with F1 games before, but 2012 is really the first one played as an adult, I guess, if that makes sense. So yeah, all those years ago, in 2012. But I played with a controller. I never had a wheel set up for those games. So 2012, we got 2015, 2016, 2017. Those 3 years, all controller. And then 2019, I finally got a wheel. It wasn't that great of a wheel. It was a pretty cheap wheel, but it was a Thrustmaster like T100. It had barely any force feedback, but and then 21 I played on the wheel as well, and I just got this new one. I finally upgraded my wheel and my sim setup, I guess, this past year, and so this is like my first kind of like official season on this new wheel. So I didn't know where I was going to be competitively with the AI. But I put it at 94. I qualified yesterday in the wet, just to clarify that, in the wet, 7th, which is pretty good for alpha. So I'm like, maybe I should bump it up a little bit, just give myself a little more challenge. So I think I'm gonna try for this race, and I know. I mean, over the years, this game has always been, like, the AI difficulty has always been track dependent. Sometimes they're, like, you can run 96, 97 here, and then you'll be fine, right? Like, I might be fine, But then I run 96, 97 at the next track, and then they'll be, like, just be gone, right? I can't even keep up. So it's always track dependent, the AI difficulty, but for this one, for the race, I think we're gonna bump it up a little bit. We had 94. We're gonna creep into the legend AI difficulty here. We're gonna go. I'm gonna say 95, 96. We'll go 96 just to give a little challenge. So, because we're in the alpha, we're not gonna compete for wins at the start of the season. You know what I mean? So, so weather and time of day, approximate. That's fine. Career settings. Driver moves, all that stuff's on. Everything's default. It claims default. Put the resource rate because for whatever reason, like, you can really gain on the AI in this game with default settings. So it's just a no-brainer to keep this reduced for the player and then increase for the AI. That way you're not, becoming the fastest team in the first season. Like, that's not realistic. There's no way I'm going to put alpha, top of the charts here by the season end. So this will help with that a little bit. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to still be up there, I'm sure, by the end of the year. But yeah, so that's a no-brainer there. Player faults. So this is like the mechanical, technical faults. I think mechanical is one where, like, you're done, right? Something happens to your car and you have to retire, which is kind of stupid in the video game. So I turn that on standard because that way it'll turn on the technical faults but disable the mechanical faults, whatever. So and then fault frequency standard. That's all about standard. So it standard rate, whatever, that's fine. I mean, you could put this at low, reduce, but I mean, technical faults are okay. I mean, that happens, right? Every once in a while you come in. There's some kind of issue with the car. That's fine. So standard's fine. Next up, we got rules and flags. On, obviously, pit stop. So I have this. Like I said, pitting is just. I don't really care about that. Like, just do whatever. I'm not going to be in control of the pit stops. So, like, that's more of a team thing anyway. So that's on broadcast. Safety car, though, I put that increased for safety car because. Yeah, that hardly ever happens in the game, so might as well increase it. Safety car experience, immersive, so yeah, we'll be fully under control under the safety car. Formation lap on, of course, and then immersive there as well. Standard red flags. I mean, I to be honest with you, I don't want to see a whole lot of red flags. So standard is fine. Like, I mean, I could put reduce if I wanted to. But yeah, standard's fine. Some people do increase, I've seen, but yeah, we'll do standard. I don't want to see a whole lot of red flags anyway. So, and I know sometimes there's some bugs happening with that, I've heard, but I think they recently patched it. So, but still, don't need to see so many red flags during a race or every race. So, um, submission settings. So flashbacks. This is controversial. I don't really use a whole lot of flashbacks. It, you're always going to have maybe a silly little mistake or maybe something out of your control, and maybe the AI will do something stupid, and like I get trying to be realistic because there's no flashbacks in real life, and I get that. Like that makes total sense to me. But we're playing a video game. We're not playing real life. We're playing a video game, so we get flashbacks in case there's a mistake. So. But like I said, I rarely use them anyway, but they're just there just in case something should happen and something stupid, But let's see what else we got. Race starts, manual, of course, damage, simulation, collisions on, for sure. On-screen display. I don't like a lot of things on my screen, to be honest with you. I think I turned one of them off on the top left corner there. But yeah, so obviously USA... temperature units in Fahrenheit, miles per hour, because it's America. So Delta time, all that stuff, that's fine. Okay. So that's pretty much it. And obviously we got my controls here. We got the Logitech G29 steering wheel. Pretty basic, entry model wheel. Nothing too fancy, of course. We're not doing Fanatec, anything like that. So, yeah, but it's still pretty good wheel to start out with, So, what else we got? Graphics, audio, all that stuff. Okay, cool. All right. So that's it for that. Quick recap on the settings there. Let's get into before we get into the race, let's go ahead and look at our upgrades here. So, Alpha is really poor in the aero department. Compared to everyone else. I think we're dead last. Yeah, look at that, dead last. So we're going to prioritize those upgrades. We got enough points to bring some upgrades for the next race in Miami, looks like. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to upgrade the front downforce and rear. We've got some discounts here, so definitely do that. And then chassis, not too bad. We're kind of like mid-pack on the chassis, so not too far behind. Obviously, Red Bull is way up in front, which is no surprise. Trying to decide what I want to do now. I think I want to focus on durability, I think, after aero, because we're looking good in the power department. We don't want to fall behind, but right now we're at a decent spot. We're third, Ferrari's the best powertrain, so in the game, so that's fine. Durability, I think we need to improve this a little bit because I think we're dead last, and obviously durability is underrated. Probably need to make sure we're not swapping out all kinds of parts at the end of the season and taking grid penalties, all that kind of such. So let's see here. Gearbox, what's this one? This is the ICE. Yeah, let's go ahead and throw that upgrade on there. Anything else? Turbo. Yeah, let's do that too. So there we go. We got 2 upgrades for the durability department and 2 upgrades for aero. That should do it for now. But yeah, if you look at the performance comparison, I mean, that's pretty much what it is in real life, kinda. I mean, obviously McLaren's probably up there now, a little higher than that. But yeah, midfield, I mean, it's pretty close. I mean, yeah, we're all pretty close there after the top 4 teams, top 5 teams. Yeah, so we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can score points today in today's race. So here we go. Did we break the game already? Please wait. This is a long loading time for PS5. Something tells me we broke the game already. Didn't even start the race, and I think the game's broken. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is obviously concerning, because, there's no reason why it should... Nope, okay, all right.
No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal. And it's make or break here at round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. We first raced here in Albert Park back in 1996. It's 3.2 miles, 14 turns now instead of the original 16, part of a larger redevelopment to encourage overtaking. The drivers enjoyed it. In 2022, it retains the landmarks, the bumps, the challenge, but there's more opportunity to attack with those 5 corners to the left and the 9 to the right. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who will start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Sainz, Russell, Hamilton, Perez, Alexander, Fernando Alonso, Norris, Bottas, Tsunoda, Gasly, Magnussen, Stroll, Oscar Piastri, Albon, De Vries, Ocon, Hulkenberg, and Logan Sargent. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And we welcome Natalie Pinkham to the opening race of the year. Nat, here we go then. Huge excitement building for this at this point. Anything is possible.
Well, it's clear, very clear conditions, and that makes it clear for the drivers because they don't have to worry and have that added distraction of fickle weather. They can concentrate on the driving and not everything else around them.
All right, here we go. So we're rolling off the grid, P7 after qualifying yesterday in the wet. So we're kind of out of position, really. It's going to be tough to hang on to the points, I'm sure. But we're going to try. We're going to try. We got Valtteri, our teammate. He's in P10. So, yeah, we'll see what we can do. We got 2 cars starting in the top 10. Will we score points? It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but we'll get our best shot. Race strategy, let's see what we can do here. So they want us starting on the, the soft tire, going to the medium. It's a one-stop strategy. 20 laps. To be honest with you, I think I want to start on the mediums and then go into the softer tire at the end. I think we can do medium soft. We don't need to do the hard tire today with 20 laps. I think we'll be okay. Going medium and soft. So let's go ahead and do that. I think we're going to change it though. Let's go to medium. I almost forgot about that too, because I'm used to previous games where you have to start on the tire that you qualify on, and that's obviously they changed that rule recently. I think last year, whatever it was. So yeah, so that's kind of cool. But I always liked that. I've always liked starting on a harder tire and then kind of when the fuel load goes lower, going on the softer tire. So we'll do that. Medium at the first tire here, and then change to soft there rest of the race. So we might get a safety car, which would be great for us, depending on the timing, of course. If it's early, then not so good. But if it's, either way, I think even if it's an early safety car, we can still kind of make the tires last a little bit longer. Because that's going to be, I think we should try to make it halfway through, maybe on the mediums before we change. So we'll try that. Fuel load, let's get this lower. 20 laps. So we're going to try 20 point. Maybe go 20.1, because there's always that safety car chance here, so we'll do 20.1. So yeah, we'll try that. All right, time for those gloves on. We got Checo in front of us, and we got Alonso behind, so it's gonna be tough. We're gonna get probably gonna get overwhelmed at the start for sure. Key is to take it nice and easy into turn one. Try not to get in a mess. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What'd I do? Jump the gun? Uh-oh. Whoops. Well, that's not good. Decent start. Terrible start by Carlos. On the outside here, keep it clean. All right, so far so good. Lando on the inside. Ooh. Step oversteer there. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm going to let him go. Definitely don't have that pace of the Ferrari.
Some information on De Vries. Okay, it looks like the problem's terminal. They're retiring the car.
Got Fernando behind. Not for long, though. Ooh. Went in too deep there. Yeah, we definitely qualified out of place yesterday, so I kind of figured this would happen going backwards, so. You should be able to hang on to the Alpine, though. DRS can get around him again. Go on the outside. It's going to be tight going in here, though. Uh-oh. Double dose of the DRS, too. He's coming back, though. Go on the inside. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Almost lost that. Massive oversteer. Take outside, go inside, maybe. It's a little late, but we got it done. Whoa. That was tight. Tires are definitely falling off a bit. Definitely feeling loss of grip, especially in the slower corners. Oh yeah, definitely.
Valtteri is in for his stop.
Like, so careful getting back on the throttle. Yeah, yellow flag. Oh, something happened, Pierre.
It looks like they're retiring.
I feel like I'm literally tiptoeing around right now. Uh-oh. It's Hamilton getting a run. Notice how other cars, you can't really hear them coming up on you in this game compared to previous games. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pit. Those tires are, man, they were gone. I had no grip. I was losing so much time out of corners. I was like, I was so, just couldn't get back on the throttle. Should have more grip on the soft tires though. Oh no! Alright, that wasn't my fault. I hate, okay, that's the thing about this game, like, you can't control your car until you're, like, in the middle of the corner. Maybe I should turn pit assist off, because that's, you can't control your car until right here, and it's too late. I'm not sure if there's anything else I can do here. Maybe get on the brakes right away? I don't know. Yeah, like, that was too close. I need to turn pit assist off. That's ridiculous. Well, we're behind our teammate, though. We can probably pass him once we get our tires at the 10th. And we'll get passed by the other Alpine.
Information on Ocon. They've got some kind of mechanical problem.
Well, they got a problem, looks like, so should be able to overtake. Especially on the faster tire. We're gonna send it. Ooh, what a send. Danny would be proud of that one. That was full send. Danny Rick style. Alright, let's go get Valtteri Bottas. Slight mistake there. Ooh, went in too deep there. We're slightly catching them. So they're battling up there, so that helps a little bit. Bad news is our tires are gonna start to fall off here soon. Got 3 laps to go, 4 laps to go. Uh-oh. Ooh, got a little wide there. It's gonna cost some time. There we go, much closer now. Will we have enough time and enough tires to try to overtake? 2 laps to go. For the final points places too. Oh man, got barely any grip left. I'm gonna save my battery for the last lap. Ooh, Valtteri on the grass. I'll try to take it easy here. I don't want to do anything too drastic, but man, they are really, Magnussen's really slow. Last lap, here we go. Got a little loose there. Screw that up too. And I'm gonna get a terrible run on this straight. Lost a lot of time on that. I thought about it, but teammate, can't do that. Yeah, that sucks. I had a chance and kind of screwed up there in what, turn 5, turn 6? 11th. Well, just outside the points.
The Australian Grand Prix comes to an end then, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory.
Just didn't quite have or had enough grip on my tires there on that last lap, but
I feel consistency was
I think we had an opportunity to pass them both, but yeah.
If you can do that, you can capitalize
That's racing.
on other people's errors without making many of your own, and that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's
Checo
great to
won,
see
huh?
it paid
Wow,
off for them.
I'm surprised.
They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.
Max Knight on the podium? What's up with that? It's very unrealistic.
Thanks to his performance today.
So there are the final results. Looks like Max got 4th.
So let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. Let's focus on driver of the day, Natalie Pinkham. Come on.
Alpha
who do you think?
10
Max
and 11.
Verstappen seems to
Just finished,
effortlessly
just outside.
lead through the other
Chance for
drivers today
ninth,
without
but
a care in the world.
first race, got long season ahead, so we'll fight
Time to
back.
check out
And
the constructors'
I still get used to the
Red
handling
Bull
of this
take
game
over
too,
as
so
championship
I like it a lot. But
What
yeah,
an end to
still
another
getting used to it.
fantastic
So
weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone
we'll get
who's
there.
joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
well, that'll do it for me, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed the race. If you did, give it a thumbs up. We'll be back next race. I think is at, let's see, if I remember correctly, it would be, what's after Australia? Miami. Yeah. So we'll be at Miami next. So yeah, we'll see you guys there. Until then, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Peace.